What's the most savage thing you've ever heard a teacher say? My little sister got suspended for defending herself, but what her teacher said to the principal changed everything. Maya is 8 and has been bullied since kindergarten. She's tiny and wears thick glasses. The main bully, Tyler, constantly destroys her lunches and calls her names because she has food allergies and brings weird food like quinoa salad. Last week, Tyler threw Maya's lunch in the trash and shoved her so hard she fell and broke her glasses. Maya finally snapped and punched him in the nose. Of course, Maya got suspended for violence, while Tyler got nothing. The principal called it zero tolerance and said Maya should have walked away. That's when Maya's teacher, Miss Rodriguez, requested a meeting. She walked into the principal's office with a thick folder. Mrs. Henderson, she said calmly, I've been documenting Tyler's behavior for 6 months. Maite photos, witness statements. The principal looked uncomfortable. Well, children will be children, and Maya overreacted. Miss Rodriguez interrupted. Let me ask you something. If a grown man followed you around every day, destroyed your property, called you names, then physically shoved you to the ground, what would you call that? That would be harassment and assault. But this is different. How is it different? Because they're children. Maya is 65 pounds. Tyler is twice her size. She asked for help multiple times and was ignored. Mrs. Henderson shifted, but violence is never the answer. You are right, Miss Rodriguez said, opening her folder. So let's talk about Tyler's violence. The emotional violence of daily humiliation, the physical violence of destroying a medically restricted child's food, the social violence of turning classmates against a vulnerable kid. Maya threw one punch after months of abuse. Tyler has been systematically tormenting her for years. If you can't see the difference, maybe we need to discuss whether you are qualified to protect children. Dead silence. Maya has missed 12 days this year for sickness. You know what that really was? Panic attacks. An 8-year-old having panic attacks because she's terrified of school, and your solution is punishing her for finally defending herself. Miss Rodriguez pulled out her phone. I've already spoken to her parents about contacting the school board and local news. This folder goes to them too, but I am giving you one chance to do the right thing. What do you suggest? Maya's suspension gets removed. Tyler gets real consequences and mandatory counseling. And this school implements an actual anti-bullying program with enforcement, not just pretty posters. She stood up. Maya is one of the brightest, kindest children I've ever taught. The school has failed her. She shouldn't have needed violence, but when adults fail their jobs, children protect themselves. 2 days later, Maya's suspension was lifted. Tyler got suspended for a week with mandatory counseling. The school brought in anti-bullying specialists. Maya came home that day and hugged me. Miss Rodriguez says I am brave, but sometimes kids need brave adults to fight for them. Miss Rodriguez didn't just defend my sister parent. She taught the whole school what protecting children really means. Maya still wears her thick glasses and brings weird lunches, but now other kids ask to try her quinoa salad, and nobody messes with the girl whose teacher will go to war for her.